Mario Miniko fan, rants, reviews, gameplay, and more. New York Minute, a nice nighttime themed city track. We're driving through Times Square and that's amazing in itself. There's a few lit up signs to start. There's some Yoshis and Shy Guys at the start cheering everybody on. We go from asphalt to dirt roads almost instantly. There's some benches with Yoshis and Shy Guys as well. Also some Goombas on the road. Avoid them at all costs. We then go back into the city greeted by more buildings and signs, as well as a crossroad. One path has a curve and the other has a couple of manhole covers. If you drive over them and press ZR, you'll do a nice trick. The water also goes on the screen, which is also a nice touch. We're then back on the rural roads with the same enemies. There's a glider ramp which you can take if you don't want to take the road. Take a glider over the street. Taxis, buses, concession stands all around. The third lap we drive under the arc we drove on at the first lap. We then briefly drive inside what looks like to be some kind of theater and into a tunnel. You can see the Statue of Liberty just from the tunnel. Mario Circuit 3, one of the most basic Mario Kart tracks of all time. There's some piranha plants and pipes on the sides of the track, as well as some Toads, Koopa Troopas, and Yoshi staying atop of some bricks. The edges are some colorful blocks that enclose and surround the track. There's some nice trees and hills in the background to a nice orangey yellowy sky with a few clouds. There's a sharp 180-degree turn in the center of the track. Drift carefully or you'll go into the dirt. There's a shortcut at the end. It requires a mushroom to get through, and at the end has a speed panel which is a nice touch. Calamari Desert. Calamari Desert has us driving through a really windy and dusty desert. It really looks old western. There's some cacti on the sides. There's a canyon-looking structure way off in the distance and some billboards with some Mario-like ads. What are the billboards doing way out here in the desert? I have no idea, but it fits well with this track. There's a big stretch of train tracks that circle the track and a train that could block your way or hit you. There's also a glider ramp on the off-road. Use a mushroom to access it. This track also changes each lap. The second lap has a real tall ramp over the set of train tracks. You'll then need to drive alongside the train on the tracks and back on the dirt road. And have to say this is old western Nintendo looking at its best. Waluigi Pinball. Oh boy, yes. This is the definition of best Mario Kart track of all time. Waluigi freaking Pinball has us driving inside of a freaking pinball machine. We start off by driving inside of a corkscrew. The speed boosts make awesome pinball machine noises. We're then driving down a shaft of where the pinballs are going. Think of it as this. You are driving at the size of a pinball down that way. It's like playing the remake of Ribbon Road, but actually you're playing as a pinball. There's a speed panel over a large jump near the game section. Follow the path more, we see a bunch of pushers, pinballs, and a giant Waluigi icon. This area can be dangerous, so drive carefully. My only downside of this track is when you go into the area below the stoppers is the loose ball sound doesn't play. But it's my only complaint. Other than that, this track is very freaking spectacular. From this cup, Waluigi Pinball is my personal favorite track. Tell me, what's your favorite track in the Turnup Cup and why? I'll respond to as many of you as I can. Like if you liked, dislike if you'd rather destroy your Switch than watch this again. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you liked what you saw today. Thanks for watching and have an awesome day. This game isn't World of Goo 2, it's World of Poo Toot. Why do I have to be forced to memorize a number that is longer than my social security number? Oh my god, that's really good to start right there. And what this game could really use, and what the main selling point would bring this fucking game to the sales, would be to give some online multiplayer. Stole first place. There you go, that's how you do it.